Hey guys, Keith here with the Bobcat guy. Um, we're going to do a video on ice control, and I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that we use in our practice of business. Some of the stuff that we use is it's called a sanding chip mixture, and it's like pea gravel that's been fractured, so it's small, tiny, jagged rocks. And how this works really good for us is on a standard ice situation. You spread this out, and we'll show you some video a little later on a parking lot. This stuff gets spread out, and as it gets driven on or walked on, it embeds itself into the ice. And the nice thing with this is in Alberta here we get lots of Chinooks, which we're in one right now. So when the parking lot melts, that rock will float down to the bottom of the surface onto the pavement, and then when it freezes again, that ice will freeze around the rock, but the rock will still stick out, so you still have traction in your parking lot. And that's what we like to use for that. We do use some ice melt. The ice melt that we use is more or less for sidewalks, going into hospitals, stuff like that, to control the ice control on sidewalks. Sometimes we'll take some of this ice melt if the customer requests it, and we'll mix it in with this rock. But most of the time we just use it on around gas station pumps, sidewalks, and that kind of stuff. And that's what we use the ice melt for, and we usually use a hand spreader for that. It doesn't get put into the big spreader unless we're mixing it with the sanding chips. So I'm going to do a close-up of the sanding chips and kind of show you what that is, and I'll just turn the camera around. So this is our sanding chip pile, and to give you an idea in my hand, this is what it looks like. And it looks fairly big, but they're actually fairly tiny. But the stuff like this will lock in to the ground and will embed itself in to the ground. And this is kind of our area. This is our cell. I'll just kind of back up here so you can see it. This is our cell, and the sun's kind of crappy here, so I'm kind of angle in. But yeah, this is our cell where we store it, and we get tandem loads dropped in here, and then this is what we use to load the sander. Okay, so I'm going to take you and show you some other video of the parking lot and go through some ice melt that we use and that kind of stuff. Just hang on a second. Okay guys, so you see how this rock is here. So as people drive over this stuff, it'll squish into the ground. And as this melts, which it's supposed to, we're supposed to get +8 tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think Thursday. And if I get some time, I'll come back and take some video of that. But this chips here, for instance, will sink in when it melts, and then when this is done melting and it freezes, this rock will still be here and still supply traction for people when they're walking or driving. So this kind of gives you an idea of this parking lot, and I do have some video that I'll put up with it. And yeah, I'm hoping this is helping. We charge out these sanding chips aren't cheap, but they go a long ways. We charge out about 45 bucks a yard for the sanding chips, and say like a big parking lot like this, we might use a half a yard, say. So yeah, and I'll come back with some more here. Give me 1 second. So this is some of the great white ice melt that we use. This stuff here is we use it around vegetation and stuff like this. The other ice melt that you'll see here in a bit, we use more in the sanding truck if they would like to have ice melt down. This just gives you a little breakdown of stuff. Most of the stuff we use, depending on vegetation, we'll use it. Like if we're close to grass, I'll use that other one. This one here, it's a little harder on grass and stuff, so we more or less use it in parking lots and around gas station pumps and stuff like that. So yeah, I really hope everybody's enjoying this video. I hope it helps out some people on what we do for ice control. And if you like the video, please subscribe and hit the like button. And if you have any comments for me, just put them in the comments section. And yeah, you guys all have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video.